What is happening, my fellow WWE fans? This is your guy, your boy, Hollywood Steve. We are back with another video. All right, so Worlds Collide just ended, and if you guys weren't aware, Worlds Collide was a collaboration between WWE and AAA, because WWE has just bought AAA, so this afternoon, 12 o'clock Pacific, my time, Worlds Collide happened. Worlds Collide took place. Absolutely incredible. I was thoroughly impressed by all of the AAA wrestlers. I have never seen any of these guys before. I've never seen Psycho Clown. I've never seen Pentagon. I've never seen Dr. Wagner Jr. I've never seen El Hijo del Vikingo. I mean, all these guys. I mean, Aerostar. I've never seen these guys, and oh my gosh, was it absolutely incredible. Did it absolutely 100% did it deliver? I will say with 1000% certainty that absolutely yes, it did deliver. It was incredible. I could not believe what I was seeing with some of these matches. Holy cow. I mean, some of these matches, man, were insane. We had a tag match, a 6-man tag. We had Angel, Berto, and Santos Escobar going up against Aerostar. Or no, I'm sorry. Psycho Clown, Pentagon, and Dr. Wagner Jr. Dr. Wagner Jr. I mean, holy smokes, man. I mean, and AAA came out on top in that one. We had a tag match between Julia and Lola Vice going up against Delise and Chick Tormenta, and that match was it was your women's, you know, it was your typical, you know, women's match. You know, it wasn't, you know, I wasn't blown away by any of the action. I wasn't blown away by any of the action in the women's match, but man, the men's, wow. I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome. And then, not to mention, Angel and Berto of Legado del Fantasma, they are wrestling at Triple Mania for the AAA Tag Team Championships. Now, think about that. We already have the TNA World Heavyweight Championship on WWE television on Tuesday nights with Trick Williams being the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Can you imagine the AAA Tag Team Championships on WWE TV? That would bring some AAA tag teams to the WWE, and oh man, that would be awesome. Also, we had Rey Fenix, Lince Dorado, and Cruz del Toro in a 3-man tag match against Psycho Clown, and I cannot remember who the other one was. But man, if you guys have, I'm sure you guys have been watching Rey Fenix on WWE television, on SmackDown. Holy crap! This guy, this stuff that he does is absolutely insane. Absolutely blows my mind. The way that he navigates those ropes is absolute madness. The way that he navigates those ropes is absolute insanity. I could not believe some of the moves that he was doing off the ropes. I mean, just wow. Wow. And then not to mention, Dominic Mysterio was in the crowd with Liv Morgan, and Dominic Mysterio is the Intercontinental Champion. Now we are getting Dominic Mysterio. I apologize, guys. I am going to look this up. I'm gonna look this up here. Okay, so Dominic Mysterio is going to put his NXT title. Yeah. Okay, so Dominic Mysterio is going to put his NXT or his WWE Intercontinental Championship up against Octagon Jr. of AAA. Come on! I mean, who saw that coming? I certainly didn't. This is going to be awesome. What a partnership. Now that WWE owns AAA, has bought AAA, what a beautiful, beautiful partnership they are going to have. Because I am hoping with every fabric of my entire being that we see some of these AAA superstars, some of these AAA wrestlers on WWE television. Whether it's NXT, whether it's SmackDown, whether it's Monday Night Raw, I don't really care. I just want to see them on my TV because holy moly, dude. Holy crap, man. These guys are absolutely insane with the stuff that they do. And it was just insane. It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. I mean, okay, so just going over some of these matches, okay? As a 6-man tag match, Rey Mysterio opened up Worlds Collide. I thought that was really cool. That Rey Mysterio opened up Worlds Collide. That was really awesome. So now that I've kind of given you guys my thoughts on like what I thought, I mean, how amazing it was on a couple of matches, I'm gonna run down the match card and I just listen to this match card and these results. I mean, this was wow. So opening match, we had Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana. Now, Mr. Iguana was actually kind of fun. Me and my son loved Mr. Iguana. That was really fun. He kind of reminds me of the R-Truth of AAA. He's kind of like the comedy, he's kind of like the comedy character. So he kind of reminds me of R-Truth in that regard. But we had Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana defeating the Latino World Order, which consisted of Dragon Lee and Cruz del Toro. There we go, and Lince Dorado back in the WWE. Okay. That was the opening match. That was about 14 minutes and 10-second match. That was not a bad match. Not a bad match. Then we had what I talked about earlier, Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice defeating Chick Tormenta and Delise via pinfall. And that was oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. We had Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice defeating Chick Tormenta and Delise in a 9-minute and 35-minute match. Then we had Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Angel, and Berto. They defeated Hio de Dr. Wagner Jr., Pango, and Psycho Clown in a pinfall. And that was a straight up 15 minutes. 15 minutes flat. Then we had probably my favorite match of the night. The Fatal 4-Way for the NXT North American Championship, currently held by All Ego Ethan Page. Oh my gosh. This match. Okay. You want to talk about high flying? Go watch Javon Evans matches. Okay, this kid is insane. What he does in the ring, the way that he flies around that ring is absolute craziness, and I would say borderline insanity. What he does in the ring, what he does on those ropes, the way that he just flies off those ropes. Wow. So it was Ethan Page, the North American champion, going up against Javon Evans, Laredo Kid of AAA, and Pence's brother, Ray Phoenix. I mean, need I say any more than that? Ethan Page picked up the win here in a 14 minute and 55 second match. Now, this match, holy cow, man! Wow, holy crap! I mean, this was the stuff they were doing in this match. I was sitting there watching this match, just my jaw was on the ground. I could not believe some of the stuff they were doing. Especially Ray Phoenix. I mean, I remember Ray Phoenix in AEW, but I'm going to be honest, I don't pay that much attention to AEW. I am more of a WWE guy. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm more of a WWE guy. So I don't really pay that much attention to AEW. Um, you know, I'm a fan of the you know um of the soap opera wrestling that WWE does. I'm a fan of that style of wrestling. Where it's you know where they and now granted, I'm going to go off on a tangent here. Now, granted, AEW does focus more on the wrestling. They're more action based with their wrestling. They don't spend so much time on storylines and things like that. Um, they they tend to focus more on the wrestling, on the action in the ring, which is obviously what Tony Khan wanted to do. But WWE is storyline based. They focus on telling the story and character. They're more character driven, obviously. Um, that's apparent with Seth Rollins and what they're doing with him. But that's for another time. That's for another day. But back to this. I mean, the just I was on my jaw was on the floor, just watching this. I mean, I could not believe some of the stuff that I was seeing. I was like, where are they getting this from? I mean, the stuff that Rey Fenix was doing, the way that he navigates the ropes with such ease, is it just incredible, absolutely incredible. But Ethan Page picks up the win here in a 14-minute and 55-second match, and then we got the main event, which was El Hijo del Vikingo, the AAA Mega Champion, taking on Chad Gable, and El Hijo del Vikingo wins via pinfall in a 22-minute I'm not going to say banger, in a 22-minute, how do I want to say it? In a 22-minute, it was more, this match was a lot of technical moves, a lot of ground moves, because because that's what Chad Gable is. That's what Chad Gable is known for, is his technical wrestling. So I would say there was a lot of technical wrestling in it, but then once it picked up, this is the first time I've seen El Hijo del Vikingo wrestle, and I will have to say, I was thoroughly impressed. I will say that I am a fan of El Hijo del Vikingo. The stuff that man does in the ring is absolutely incredible. The way he flies around the ring, I mean, just wow. It's crazy what he does in the ring. And he retains his AAA Mega Championship, which I knew was going to happen. I did not think I knew there was not going to be any title change in this match, obviously. But overall, this match was really good. And it was live streaming on YouTube. And if you guys it was just you guys saw it, it was incredible. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Just wow. So Worlds Collide overall, I'm gonna give it an A. I'm gonna give it an A. Just a solid A. Not an A plus, not an A minus. I'm going to give it a solid A. Just because the women's match was kind of slow. It kind of, kind of slow, as per WWE, as WWE women's matches, women's matches go, they're slow, they're, okay, so I'm going to give it a solid A out of, out of a possible A plus or an A minus. I'm going to give it a solid A. The action in this was, like I said, was absolutely jaw-dropping. The guys that AAA has, I want to see more of them. I want to see more of them on my TV. I want to see these guys on Raw. I want to see these guys on SmackDown. I want to see these guys on NXT. I want to see more of it. I want to see more of them. And I really hope that WWE does that. I really hope that WWE, with this partnership now, with owning AAA, that they do more. Not just stuff like this, not just like Worlds Collide, but that on a weekly television, that we see some of these guys, that we see El Hijo del Vikingo, that we see Octagon Jr., that we see, Hio Wagner, Dr. Jr., that we see, Mr. Iguana, that we see Aerostar, that we see, Chick Tormenta, that we see, Delis, that we see some of these luchadors and luchadoras on Raw, on SmackDown, on NXT. I want to see more of them on my television because I want them to be exposed. I want them to get exposed to the WWE Universe because they are just absolutely incredible what they do. But that's it for this video, guys. I will catch you guys in the next one. So this is your boy Hollywood Steve signing off, saying, when you're Hollywood Steve, it's for life.